Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good morning to you all, depending on when you're watching this. So we've got a minion war here that cannot really be lost. We've got 20 flags and they have 0, and we just need about 60-ish points, something like that, 60, 70 points. So I'm going to come in and take out these 5 teams. And I'm just trying to decide what I want to do that with. So I'm looking at the leader down here, Natalie, and thinking I'm going to go there with my red-purple team. I've got a Frigg tank. It seems like a shame to not use red against Fog because of how easily he'll go down. But I've also got to be careful of a Frigg tank here. You can see the points are higher because we had a few people opt out. Yeah, and then what else am I going to want to use? So I've got a few anti-minion heroes. Scotty, Grimble, Uraeus. I think that's it. So I might go with my Grimble Alfreich team back here, since Bira minions can be tougher to remove. And actually, if I set Bira off intentionally, it plays to my advantage for 2 reasons. 1, because I can use Grimble to remove them immediately, and 2, I can't gain any minions from the minion effect, and then Scotty has nothing to remove. So bit of a weakness in that team, really. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump in here and go with this team. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, so we really just need 2 red matches to get started. I can take the red-green match, which will also combo into purple. And there's a chance it combos red as well, so that's a pretty good option. Could take these blues up the middle to see if I get another red match there as well. Which my combo won't disrupt, so let's see if we can... Yeah, we can still get it, but I'm going to have to hit the left side a lot. If I do this blue-yellow, it'll drop these far enough down for me to get another red match. So let's see if we can just combo it over here, which would be better. Not quite the combo, but that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to hit down this side. And so it's still not a kill on Lady of the Lake, so there is a little bit of looming threat there. Let's protect against Gravemaker and get our Bira minions going. She's going to die in the next move. Anyway, though. Alright, so now only Alice gets a minion. Might as well finish off this side over here. And we'll get this other red match I was looking at. Oh, the diamond screwed it up. Well, might as well go for it. I could have used Garnet to block Alice's thing, but Black Knight will do that for me. Alrighty. So that's 1 down. And there's the next. All right. So, got two Scotties. One of them, probably the Frigga one actually, I'm going to go for with a green team because that'll give me the advantage versus that blue and also weaken Frigg in the process, which is a good thing. So I'm going to go with the fun one first and give a try with the Grimble Alfreg thing. She's not totally ready, but she's quite tanky at this point. That would be, defense and health would be max stats for some 5 stars, even though her attack stat is a lot lower. That's okay. I don't know what else I want to bring here, so maybe some greens, maybe some mana control also. Need a healer. Let's see. So yeah, my main green team has Toxicondra, Phileas, and Kingston spoken for. So I don't want to put too much. We could go for something like this. I was going to say I don't want to put too much reliance on Grimble. Are there any buffs to steal? We have an attack buff we can steal. And Baldur's thing won't do me any good. Actually, I wonder. Because Baldur's effect is randomly hits an enemy if you have boosted health. So if I boost my own health with Heimdall and I steal his effect, does that work? It seems like it should, but it's sort of a weird way of assembling it. So let's assume yes, it will work. Let's give this a try. What's the difference here? A little defense. So we'll give it to her. Alrighty, how do I feel about this? A little nervous with no cleanser, actually. But I will be overhealing. Well, let's give it a try. It's a new team. Gotta learn the hard way sometimes. Okay, so what we're really, really looking for are 3 purple matches. Which we don't have. I've got 1. Not a lot of greens either. And so I think it's probably best to take the vertical purple match because there's another chance of getting purple that way. Versus if I take the horizontal one, they get bunched up weird and it doesn't bring tiles as far down or as far up, however you want to look at the board. Seems foolish not to take those greens into Scotty, which also gives a chance of a follow-up, so let's try that. Alright, so she's 1 good hit from being killed, so if we can get 2 more green matches, we'll be in pretty good shape too. So where do I want to try that first? Let's go in here. Heimdall's not very charged up. Okay. So we're just going to take these. Go ahead, buddy. Alright, so that's going to go off. Let's ensure that it does. We can still aim Alfreg, fortunately, so that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, so the question is, do we want to set off Bira first and take everything away? Probably yes. We're going to get all of our heroes charged afterwards, which means Scotty will go down pretty easily. That's weird. Why is Heimdall the only one with a minion? Because I'm trying to think, you can still aim Alfred, because I'm thinking, who do I want to stop? Stopping Scotty is pretty smart. Stopping Bira seems important because I don't have any cleanse, but I think I'm just going to set her off now. And just remove those all at the same time anyways, and we'll just overheal instead of cleanse. Wow, pretty good coverage she got there. Okay, so let's remove all these stupid minions. Charge ourselves up. And I'd say it's pretty important in this turn that I kill Scotty. So she's going to die, which means I don't want to lead the hit with Alfred. So I probably want to lead the hit on Heimdall. But let's go attack up and defense down first. Lead the hit here, which means guaranteed cube into Heimdall. Okay. That was good. And then who do I want to focus on? That's a good question. I'm not sure, so I'm just not going to match any greens yet. Alright, nothing's going to happen with her, nothing's going to happen with him. Okay, so now we don't have minions yet. I do need to start matching greens. I'm going to save, and we're also going to lose our defense down. I'm going to save Grimble, obviously. So let's just go right down the middle. Okay, so removing those 2 minions. Oh, we're about to get more, so maybe let's burn some tiles, try to set off Bira again, and give ourselves a lot of minions to work with. And then we can see if we can steal Baldur's thing once I charge everybody up. Alright, look at that. 8 minions pulled away. Let's steal these buffs. So who got the buff? Oh, it's an unstealable buff. Interesting. Alright, take out Bira. Maybe this gets Alfred charged. I haven't learned her breakpoints yet. Alrighty. Another one down. That's a really fun minion war team. It's a great minion team anyways, but it's especially fun with something like that. Okay, so we've got our choice made for us. And is this my Scotty team? Fog is a bit of a threat. They built him a little more balanced. Because yeah, Bira has some tough minions, but we also have the minions from the war type as well, which will go down very easy. So if I don't accidentally kill them with tiles, that's a guaranteed 5 stacks. If those minions are on top, it probably won't chip away through the Bira minions. So we can go here. Maybe our usual setup. And then I think a Proteus in regard actually is still good. Let's see, how many snipers are we looking at? 3 snipers. So, because if Scotty loses, this team is completely wasted. Got only 1 cleanse. So, the question is, do I replace Proteus with another healer? Because there's also a chance that he goes down easily. which would not be a good thing. I mean, he could definitely be helpful though, but a hit from fog could take him out right away versus if I have a little bit tougher healer. Because yeah, basically I'm trying to survive 5 turns or whatever until the minion effect goes off, and then I've got hopefully my blues charged and the stacks have begun, and then it's just a matter of outliving them while they've got those stacks dragging them down. So yeah, I think the strategy is enough on its own. I just need to further reinforce it, which means another healer. Which is... I feel like Grazul could be good just in terms of sloughing off that ailment a little bit longer from Bira. Basically, if Scotty's ready, I have attack up and defense down, so Bolt Tusk wouldn't really be that helpful. Albie's a little too slow, in my opinion. And then now we're into the weaker ones. So... Grazul, would Vanda be good? Yeah, let's go for Grazul. Alrighty, we can switch this troop. Alright, it's just a survival game here. How'd I turn this off? Okay, no blues, but we've got all the reds we need. That's a start. It's a little concerning how few blues I have, but that can turn around quickly. And this is the kind of board where it can be nice to have Proteus, because you just get your 3 matches, and then you've got a backup plan, which is to buy yourself more time. I wish I didn't have so much competition for wizard emblems, because I would love to do another Proteus up to 18. Alright, so I guess we'll just start with the reds. Just not getting blues. I've got a chance at a blue diamond here, which would help a lot. I'm also trying to decide, do I want to protect myself against Fog's defense down? Or heal my defense down Kirill back up a little bit, which is probably a good idea considering how tough the Bira minions can be. Alright, it means not being able to use ooh, ouch. Damn, that was quite a hit. Come on, blue diamond. Shit, alright. Well, we're just losing to blues here. God. Uh-oh. So 1 tile for regard. We just simply don't have it. And we still need 3 full blue matches. Which is not good. Man. Okay, with Stan, and she's pretty tough, but this is looking not like a one-shot. Just can't get blues. I've got a way to make another blue match, but I'm gonna need more than just that. So at this point, I probably need to take the diamond. All right. Okay, I think we need the reds first. Didn't mean to do all that. Yeah, we're fucked. Okay, Leidenbrock's about to go off. Damn, that was disappointing. Yellow Diamond sets off Leidenbrock. That guarantees a heal for 300 something. I don't have any tiles that are that strong. I could do the blues into Bira, but it's not even going to reach her. It's just going to hit minions. So I think I actually need to flee here. Yeah, I wish I could use the Yellow Diamond for a little bit more chaos before, but Leidenbrock is too close to going off, and I guess it doesn't really matter getting 3 points versus 0 points, but whatever. Yeah, so that's one where probably would have been smarter to go with a red team because the tank did hit me twice. Like, I think I'm learning now that is a good Scotty team, but you really should focus on a passive tank, especially a minion casting tank. Like, it's perfect for a Freya tank. Not quite perfect for a beer tank, but it can definitely work. It's perfect for a Tilleria tank because those minions are so weak. But it is not perfect just because you're in minion war against a sniping tank, because he did hit me twice, and that caused a lot of problems for the 4-star healers that I usually pair her with. So a lesson learned there, which is still a worthwhile attempt for that reason. We've already got the war won anyway, so it's a good time to experiment. And the streak has recently ended, so there's no pressure whatsoever. So I'm going to let someone else take that cleanup, and then we'll be back with the reset board. Okay, so next up I've got a green team or a blue team, so I'm going to look for a target for those first. This looks like a pretty good target for the blue team because we've got a red flank, and my blue team capitalizes on buffs, and we have a buffing tank. Also Bira on the wing, not as much of a threat. We could also go for a Tilleria, like something like this, where we also have a red flank and we have Tilleria. There's a few different choices. So we'll just go for the one that's worth the most points, which looks like this one. Let me see if there are any other options I want to consider. Is this the one that I looked at? No, that's a different one. There's also Costume Catalan. Seems a bit too weak as well, so we'll take this one. Alright, so that team, as everyone is probably familiar, is this. We'll go, we have 3 teams left. Proteus and Regard. A little more defense on Cobalt with the 12 versus 11 troop. Double healers, spaced apart. Also got buffs from Ursina, so if I just get a bunch of tiles into her and I get my blues in time, I can set her off first. And with the configuration of blue that I have, it's important to note that there is a healer on that, which makes it resilient to capitalizing on the buff from Ursina tanks. If I had just 3 hitters, it would be more dangerous. It would be more offensive forward to capitalize on that buff and the defense down generated by Finley, but I wouldn't be able to heal, and I would be probably in sniper range at that point. So those things do matter. Okay. It's one of those wars. I have 4 purples and 3 blues this time. Alright, what can we do with this? I think I'll just take the blues. Get a few more purples. So what I'm thinking at this point is, how can I get 2 more purple matches? with the tiles on the board, it's not possible to get 2 matches. It's not, yeah, it's possible to get 1 match out of this, which is actually probably the way to go about it first. So what I was initially looking at is like, okay, how can I maybe group these together and also cause a bunch of cascades? Because if I'm going to win this is my personal philosophy. If I'm going to win this, I have to get rid of a lot of these tiles on the board, and just surviving what happens from that is going to be part of it. Maybe don't just go totally crazy, or realize that you have multiple options for cascades. So what's the better one? Like, one option is I have this green-red. If I drag this down, that's going to get rid of 6 tiles, if not more. But it's all, not all, but a lot of them are into Ursina, who is not a person you want to set off early because she hits everyone pretty hard. So the option I like better is dragging this tile down, which will combo the reds, and then when I take the purple match in the following turn, it's going to combo yellows and maybe more depending on what comes in. So we'll do that. It also gives us something of value, and we got another blue match out of it, so that's cool. I don't think Cobalt is worth using at this point. So I'm going to go for this match again in hopes that I can get purples. So I'm going to do it this way so the blues move down. Okay, so now we've got an attack buff. Gravemaker will be hitting, but we will be cleansing right away. So the race is just, can we get some freaking blues here? This will allow us a little bit of stalling time, which will be really important, actually. Okay, so the question is, where do we want to stall? Getting hit by a Lacey is not something that you want to happen. But it's better than, well, let's see, who do I want to get hit by? A Lacey or Poseidon? 462. Pretty sure I'm saying this name wrong, but I have no idea what the actual pronunciation is. Something that people love to point out in the comments. So 1300 with a 450, 1300 with a 462. Poseidon will block Proteus in the future, but it only lasts for 3 turns, and it's unlikely with this board that I will get 3 purple matches again in 3 turns. Okay, so Gravemaker's going to go off. We want to let that happen. But my moves are on the left side, so even though Lacey's going to hit a little bit harder, I think this is where I want to play. So let's see if we can get that blue match. No. All right, we'll cleanse this now. Oof, close. See if we can get that blue match again. God damn. Gotta relocate it down here. Yep, that's a kill. Alright, now we have no buffs, which is the problem. So it's like, do we... Oh, and fucking Ariel. It was slowed down. So it's like, do we set off Heimdall again and undo all of the damage that we've done? Because we need a buff. I guess we do have 3 Spirit Links, which if we get a little lucky, those could land. So maybe we lead the hit on Heimdall, and we'll go down the center 3, hoping that he hits some of these other... Perfect. Perfect. All right, we got the timer now, which is not good. So hopefully Cobalt bypasses Heimdall's buff. Otherwise, this probably won't be a kill. It could be if that happens, but it's not a guarantee. So, let's see. Okay, not quite. So we're going to need another match. So let's see if we can get blues or purples. Okay. Oh, shit. How many? 169. Will 2 tiles do it? No, but that will. Excellent. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Proteus is dead, so we don't have to worry about that. I should have waited to cleanse. We don't have regard, so let's just take the kill while we have it. Let's try to weaken her while we can. We'll see if we can get some purples here. No. Okay, so here's an interesting predicament. I think we go for the kill on Gravemaker and wait to heal. But there's only one turn left. No one's hitting, so yeah, I think it's smarter that we kill Gravemaker. Then get this heal. Still a chance Regard dies, but that's okay. We've got the more functional part of our team left alive, even though there are no blues on the board. Alright, and then we'll just work the ghosting. Try not to lose to the clock. Okay, so this should kill her. That probably will not kill him, but we're in pretty good shape here. Minions are not going off, and we got purples. No more attack buff, but that should do it. Alright, now we've got a green team. Quite a good green team. Still smart to match it to a blue flank. It's a little risky going against Scotty if you don't need to. Could go here. That's pretty risky too with Frigg and so many snipers. I kind of feel like if you don't need to go for the crazy teams, then you don't need to. Maybe I'll go here again, try to get my redemption. So it's this. Okay. Fog versus Fog. Lacey should go down pretty easily with probably 4 greens, but still that possibility. We've got 3 into her that I actually didn't see right away. Just looking at other stuff. So those are pretty good to take. Yeah, definitely not. I'm gonna kill her with only 3. Okay, so I've got a number of options for matching purples, so I'm trying to think what is the best option. I have one option that could lead to a purple diamond. If I drag this to the right, this purple falls down here, and if another purple lands here, then we've got a diamond. I've got purples into Lacey, but that probably won't be a kill. So I think the chance at a diamond is my best move here. So we'll take a hit from Fog, which isn't as bad when you've got some tougher heroes with you. I think I'll just go for the diamond. Ooh. Okay. So Leidenbrock's pretty far from going off, but Lacey's going to drop to that one green tile probably with the attack up. I don't want to waste on Marjana, so I think this... Marjana's a problem, but we're going to have our green solution for that problem in just a second. So I think this left side is going to be where my mid to late game difficulties are, so we'll take those now. The only problem is we have this mana ailment on ourselves, so I'm going to hold off on Toxicondra. So this team is built so that these fast heroes charge pretty much in one ghosted match with Kingston's mana buff and her mana buff. But with this decreased mana generation, it would be a waste to use her. So we're just going to use our kill shot and just ghost until that mana effect goes away. Okay, so we'll take that damage. We can stop Leidenbrock. We'll see if we can get a green ghosted match here. There we go. And another one, so that's a guarantee. More concerned about Bira ultimately. All right. Last team. I'll have to look at what we have here. So there's possibility of yellows. I could do something with like Sif and Odin. Got decent purples left too, decent reds. Decent blues. Finally graduated to that level where I have multiple options. I think doing something with red is smart because it's a shame to not use Gravemaker versus green tanks. Do we have anyone that we would like to copy with Lord Loki? We have a Scotty way out on the wing. So I could approach this with Ailment Protection and Gravemaker. Maybe Marjana, and then we've got Loki. What would my healer be, though? Really need another blue healer. Could avoid going 3-2 also, just this one time. Who else might I want to copy with Lord Loki? Scotty's really the best for this war type. Yeah, let's do that for fun. So that would be... it's a shame to not use some of these other reds, but I think it would be this. And then this. Probably this. She's squishier. I need to figure out what emblem path I want to take, but I cannot decide if I want to use the mana node on her or not. Because I lose one attack node if I do that, and if I'm never going to use her on a team with other blue average heroes, then I can just use my existing level 23 troop on her. Actually, this is not good because there's competition for troops. So this is a perfect example where if I had the mana node and I push my blue troop up to 17, my second one, then it won't be an issue. How do I feel about this team? Oh, it doesn't have the resistance to Frigg that I had mentioned. I don't really feel good about this team. I need a healer. I guess I could copy heals, but that wouldn't really be the best. I wish I hadn't used Grazul. So feel free to skip ahead. Wow, we're going to break 7,000. That's pretty cool. Which is not uncommon in the minion wars because it benefits the attacker as well as the defender, whereas all the old war types only benefited the defender. So we see higher scores because of that. I'm going to go here and I'm going to go for a different approach. So we're going to take... Marjana, Geffion, Bold Tusk, Loki. And is it Magni I want? Definitely not Vela. Yep, I guess it's Magni. Only got one healer. Should probably give him the higher defense. He needs a level 11 or above. And I want to see if I can copy tier with Loki. I guess that would only keep the effect for a few turns. That wouldn't really be that exciting. So yeah, we can potentially steal some shot minions. This just seems like a decently fun matchup. And we're over 7,000. Nice. Wow. The boards this time around have been quite ordinary. Wanted to facilitate some reds. All right, that's unfortunate. Look to avoid making any blue matches, but I don't think I can right now. Yeah, I can. We'll make our red match this way. Okay. Didn't want to set off Tuluria again. Ouch. Alright, so we'll take her out. So we've got a kill shot. Cobalt's only going to hit one. That's not a replicator minion. That's an undead horde minion. Yeah, it's fun to copy the replicator minions, but I think at this point it's better I just go for the kill. So that's what we'll do. We'll stall setting off tier for one more turn. And we'll kill him with his own thing if we don't miss. Revive. Alright. Revive it is. Alright, I think we're going to lose this. Defense down for red. Nope, not yet. So we'll capitalize on that. Don't get a kill, but we're going to win the match, so I'm not too worried. We'll ghost, set up a red match and a possible blue match. Okay, didn't get both, but the reds are enough. Cobalt's only hitting one again. And that's the end. So we get the war chest this time in 6 minutes. I think I'll just come back and I get some shards as well. So maybe I'll tack the war chest on and the shard opening to the end of this video. But quite an impressive victory, I think. 800 points over. All flags used. Love that. So yeah, my defense, I already looked at. I got killed 3 times and it took 2 flags every time, and then obviously this 4th attempt here was unsuccessful. So maybe I'll explain my thought process for my defense here. A lot of people use Scotty on the right side. Let's see what we have here. A lot of left flank. Okay, so maybe that's not entirely true, but I've seen a lot of teams that have used Scotty on the right wing. And I don't think that's a good place for her because you want the greatest chance of the most minions being alive. And these minions from this war type are pretty squishy. So even one tile in a strong color will kill them. So you want her to go off first. Obviously, this left to right firing thing is only theoretical. They're not always, or hardly ever maybe, going to be charged at the same time. But it's putting your best foot forward to try to plan for that. And my other thinking was I want Jabberwock on the right wing so that he's hitting after Frigg's defense down. So I kind of pulled Jabberwock out of the... hadn't been using him in a while, put him back in rotation because I wanted to use Black Knight. So when I knew that it was Minion War, I knew I was going to put Scotty in because she's just way too good in the Minion Wars, which meant I wasn't going to use Cobalt, and I only like to use Garnet as a tank if I get the full Ninja Family advantage. I feel like Black Knight is a better tank, but when you have the full Ninja Family bonus, the dodging is just really good. So when I pulled Cobalt out, that meant pulling out Garnet, which meant there wasn't as much point to keeping Onyx. And as you saw in that last battle with Cobalt, there were a bunch of times where he was only hitting one, and the effect was easy to, or the impact of that was pretty easy to shrug off, at least in that particular match. So kind of the war type changed my whole team composition, and I figured, well, Jabberwock's, he's still a great hero. He's been overshadowed, but he's still a great hero because he really makes you think about your team composition. So I don't have any hit 3 heroes, so he's better with hit 3 heroes because typically the wings are the safest place if you're facing hit 3 heroes when you're, with your attacking team, because the center 3 are the most likely to get hit there. So without hit 3 heroes on my team, you don't have to worry about, bringing more fragile heroes off the wings and putting them in the center. But he just kind of screws up the way you think about your team composition a little bit, because you're like, all right, I got to be careful of the wings getting hit. And if you're trying to place riposte or something like that, it just makes you think twice. And I think he sort of gets in your head in that way. And if he hits after defense down, it's a pretty good hit to both sides. And then the undispellable poison damage is also pretty nice. So still a dangerous team, obviously. It did quite well, better than my defense has performed in quite a while. Wish I could see what that looked like to know how much of a role Scotty played in that, but I'm happy with it. No one-shots this war, which is a step up for me. So I'm not just going to talk at you for 2 more minutes. We'll stop the video here and open the war chest in just a few minutes. I'll probably do my raid chest first, actually. So yeah, back in a second. All right, we've got everything ready now. Got my raid chest filled. We have the war chest, and we've got some shards. So let's start with the raid chest. I really need a set of rings, so I'm hoping that can be something that happens. All right, good amount of food, but 1-star ascension item, which is pretty disappointing. Next, let's go with shards. So we have actually 2 chances of 4-star item because this has a chance right away, and then combining the shards has another chance. Tonic. Nice. I think that's 10 tonics now. So, oh yeah, we don't have to choose it. We just get that tonic and emblems. All right. Paladin I have a lot of. I need ranger. And now the war chest. Chainmail and a cape. And 50 emblems. And 1 costume key, wow. Well, at least we got 1 item out of all of those things. Someone in our alliance got 4-star item from the war chest, a telescope from the war win, and something else from the Titan also. And then another person got 2 4-star items from the Titan. So we did have some luck. Not as much as I would have hoped for. Still waiting on those rings, but we'll wrap up the video there. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps out the channel. It's a free way to support me and also helps other people find the video. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever I do any uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.